Said I'm pulling down the shades for the long ride. Never knew that I could feel so black and blue. And I've been holding on to something now for some time. And all
Thank you all for joining us today.
it's a feeling
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Alex Sava. I'm the president of Golden Pass LNG. I've had the opportunity of standing in front of many of this audience over the last couple of months to talk about a couple of great milestones for our company, headlined by our first LNG from Train 1 and our first export cargoes from the terminal. Each time that I've stood in front of you all, I've talked about the importance that this project carries and the support that it receives. The support from our shareholders, ExxonMobil and Qatar Energy, the support from our community, Sabine Pass, Port Arthur and Jefferson County. Talk about the support from our great state of Texas. We talk about support from the US as a whole and our supporters in Washington, DC. And we talk about the support globally for those that consume our LNG that travels the planet. A vital energy source for the world, particularly in the current climate. I'm really pleased that today you're going to see and hear that support firsthand from our esteemed guests. We're joined here this morning by the US Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright. Thank you. Congressman Randy Weber. County Judge, Judge Brannick. Thank you. And ExxonMobil Upstream President Dan Aman. Let me take this moment to thank every one of you for your support progressing our project. It's been very meaningful and impactful, and it's got us to producing LNG from our terminal. The team in the audience here have worked extremely hard to construct, commission, and operate this facility. And like them, we couldn't have done it without you all, so thank you very much. And with that said, I'm going to invite Dan Aman to give you his perspectives. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Good morning, everybody. It's awesome to be here with Secretary Wright, Congressman Weber, Judge Brannick, all of the Golden Pass team, our friends from McDermott and Chiyoda, and so many others to mark what is a really big milestone for ExxonMobil and for American energy. After years of planning, investment and construction, and a few unexpected challenges along the way, Golden Pass is open for business. So congratulations to all of you. In April, we achieved first LNG and began delivering cargoes to customers all around the world. And that's a great achievement, and we are all rightly proud of that. But this is much bigger than just a new project coming online. The United States is connecting abundant domestic resources to global energy markets. And we're strengthening our position as a supplier, the leading supplier of energy to the world. And we couldn't be more proud that this facility helps drive that American success story. Golden Pass, as some of you know who were here from the very beginning, began more than 2 decades ago. And what started as an LNG import terminal has been transformed into one of the largest export terminals in the United States. And that's just such a powerful analog for the entire American energy story. And this reflects how dramatically global energy markets have shifted and how America's energy strength has been transformed. It also shows ExxonMobil's ability to adapt, to invest for the long term, and to execute at scale. Projects like Golden Pass don't just happen overnight, as you all know. They take sustained commitment, deep technical expertise, and incredible collaboration. At the peak on this project, we're going to have more than 9,000 people on site, engineers, steel workers, electricians, operators, and many others, all building what is going to be an enduring asset. Today, we already have a world-class facility and a highly skilled team ready to operate it safely and reliably. And what matters just as much is what Golden Pass enables for the world, starting here in Jefferson County with significant tax revenue and economic opportunity. Golden Pass and our EPC contractors have awarded more than $1 billion to more than 1,000 local vendors since 2019 and invested close to $2 billion in the local payroll. $2 billion. Economic gains to the region and the country are estimated at $34 billion over the life of the project. But the impact goes well beyond that. With first production underway, we're adding meaningful new supply to the global LNG market. Around the world, energy demand only continues to grow. And while volatility, and we all know about the volatility that's happening right now, this underscores the importance of reliable, affordable, flexible energy. And LNG is going to help meet that need. The thing with LNG is it can efficiently cross oceans and can serve markets that are lacking domestic supply and provide dependable energy for power generation, for industry, and for economic development. And by increasing LNG availability for the world, Golden Pass will strengthen global energy security. Consider this impact. Production from just Train 1 will increase US LNG supply by more than 5%. Second train is going to be completed towards the end of this year. When Train 3 comes online, we will have grown US LNG export capacity by more than 15% with this project. So we're all incredibly proud to contribute so substantially to US LNG exports and to buttress our country's position as the leading global energy exporter. Finally, Golden Pass shows what successful partnership can achieve. This project brings together ExxonMobil and Qatar Energy, two companies with unprecedented experience across the LNG value chain. Together, we're combining capabilities and investing at scale to deliver for customers for decades to come. And today is about celebrating a major milestone and looking ahead to America's role in supplying energy to the world. Thank you for being here to recognize what's been accomplished and those who have made it possible, to this incredible team that's worked over so many years. Now, I'd like to invite the United States Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright, to the podium. Secretary Wright knows energy. He knows our industry, and he knows what contribution it makes. His move from the private sector to public service has been invaluable to our country. His industry insight is widely recognized and admired, and he's backed by an administration that understands our business, and we're incredibly fortunate to have his leadership. Secretary Wright.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you, my friend.
Thank you.
So I have a message from President Trump. I spoke to him right before he left for China, and he said, when you're down there, tell everyone thank you. Tell them not a little thank you, tell them a huge thank you. You and what you do every day is transforming our country, transforming the economy and the security of our country, and ultimately you're transforming the world. There is no one who goes to work every day and has a bigger impact on the 8 billion people who live on this planet than you in this tent. And from President Trump, from me, from the American people, and from the world, God bless you and thank you. Thank you. I think Alex runs Golden Pass, passionate about energy, lifelong in the energy business. Dan, we're not gonna hold it against him that he came to the energy business later, because in fact he was always in the energy business. He was in the energy consumption business, making a key implement the automobiles that make our modern world possible, and now he's on the energy supply business. When you look at world history, and I love history, and I love looking back at the incredible achievements of humans through society and through our advancements, I'm incredibly proud of the American Revolution. People who were bold and courageous, risked everything to create a different nation, a free nation, a strong and proud nation. They were bold and they swam against the stream, Probably many over the last years have said the same about you, swimming against the stream. This oil and gas industry, it's going away. We're not going to need it anymore. You guys are somehow ruining the planet. It's crazy the fever pitch this discussion went to. But of course, as you probably already know and have always known in your hearts, it's just complete nonsense. It's complete nonsense. And this is coming from a kid. I went to college to work on nuclear energy. I worked on solar energy in graduate school. I worked in geothermal energy after that. I just love energy. I don't care where it comes from. It just, as long as it makes our lives better and makes our nation more secure and brings better jobs and opportunities for ourselves and our kids and our grandkids, that's all I care about. But the fact is, our country and the world run on oil and gas. They did the day I was born, they do today, and I guarantee they will the day I die. And I'm planning on that to be a long time from now, a long time from now. To put some numbers on that, the United States today, 75% of the total energy we consume, 75% comes from two things, oil and natural gas. You know, then you put in coal and hydro, and you're 90%, over 90% of American energy. That's what runs our country. I'm not downplaying anything else. There's things that can add and be helpful. That's great too. But let's look at what matters. Oil, gas, top two by far, you know, and then coal and nuclear. But in the United States, 20 years ago, we were the largest importer of oil in the world. And we were the largest importer of natural gas in the world. And at that time, we were running over 1,000 drilling rigs were drilling for natural gas. We had a bunch of rigs drilling for oil too, but we had even more rigs, much more rigs in the United States drilling for gas than for oil, because gas was the fuel of the future. It was growing fast. Natural gas is the biggest source of our electricity. It's the biggest source of our home heating. It's the biggest source that powers our factories. It's the source of fertilizer, right? We use methane, that natural gas you were working with every day. We use that methane in a cool chemical process to create nitrogen fertilizer. If we just ended that one use of natural gas, global food production would drop by 50%. That would be a bad world, right? Does everybody want to cut their calories in half tomorrow? I don't. I'm going to have a huge dinner tonight because I'm so energized by being with you. So natural gas is our fastest growing energy source on the planet, and the U.S. imported all the gas we could via pipeline from Canada. There was a ton of rigs drilling in Canada. This facility right here was built because we couldn't get enough gas from the United States and from Canada to power the future we wanted. So bold investors, Exxon and Qatar Energy, said, we're going to build a facility here to import natural gas from Qatar over to the United States so we can still have this future in front of us. And then a funny thing was going on in the background, the American shale revolution, that only happened in this country. Because in America, you can take risks, you can take gambles, you can bet on yourself, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. We dust ourselves off and we try something else. The shale revolution turned out to be this phenomenal success. So here we are today, here you all are here today, and when we were running 1,200 rigs drilling for natural gas 20 years ago, today we're running 120. 90% decline in the rigs drilling for natural gas. Sounds like an industry that blew up, it collapsed. But what happened to natural gas production? It doubled, more than doubled. We are today the world's largest exporter of natural gas in the world by a fair margin, by a factor of 2. And if you look out 10 years, we'll be the largest exporter of natural gas by a factor of 3, maybe 4. The future of global energy, the future of our country, always tied to energy. But no energy source on the planet is growing faster and is more important than natural gas. Like the most important industry is energy, because that's what makes our lives possible. And you're in the most important piece of the most important energy is the most important industry, and you're in the natural gas piece. Fastest growing, most dynamic piece. It's the fastest growing export of the United States of America. President Trump got elected because there was too much nonsense around energy. oh, we're going to close our coal plants and shut down the industries that power our country, and we're going to spend a ton of money on energy sources that, again, to the extent they work, that's okay. But the globe spent $10 trillion on wind, solar, batteries, and transmission lines to support them. And today, they're a little bit less than 3% of global energy. In the United States, they're just over 3% of United States energy. Natural gas is 37% of United States energy. And in fact, you can't make wind turbines or solar panels without massive amounts of natural gas, coal, and oil. So without what you do, like almost nothing happens in our world. And I want to say, you're at the beginning of this. You're at the beginning of this. Thank you for being here to build this plant, but we're going to build a lot more. Because today, about 1 billion people live lifestyles like us. We get to wear these cool, fancy, in this case, sexy clothes, made out of hydrocarbons, made with hydrocarbons. We got, beautiful lighting and temperature-controlled rooms, and we go to work in buses and cars, and we fly on planes to visit our family. We have life expectancies that are more than twice as long as anyone in the world just a few generations ago. Pretty awesome. I wake up every morning and say, God bless oil, natural gas, and coal, and God bless the people who make it happen, because I wouldn't have the life I have today without that. But 1 billion people have these awesome, fully energized lives. 7 billion people around the planet. I have not met one of them that doesn't want what we have. They want life that we have. And the only way to get from where we are today to this where everybody lives much better lives is just massively more energy. There is no other way but massively more energy. Fortunately, the United States has the reserves of natural gas. We have the technology. We have the capital. We have awesome workers who can build giant facilities so that not just Americans benefit from our natural gas, the whole planet can benefit from United States natural gas. Everywhere I go around the world, people ask me about, are you going to keep growing LNG? We need more of it. We haven't built an import terminal yet. Should we build one? Are you guys going to be there for us? Yes, yes, and yes. We're going to be there because we have the United States people. We have workers in this industry. We have a president that is all in on American energy workers, and the future of this country. And I'll tell you, the common sense, the lean-in energy dominance attitude he brought to Washington, D.C., it is contagious. It is contagious. New England is a region of our country with very expensive energy, and it's starved for natural gas because politicians stood in the way and blocked a pipeline to bring more natural gas to New England. They all opposed it. We've had 2 meetings now, all 6 New England governors. Yes, we need more natural gas. Yes, we need that pipeline. Yes, we get it now. We get it now. Politics are always going to swing back and forth, but an appreciation of how important energy is, how important oil and natural gas are. We're not going to go back to the crazy town we lived in 2, 3, 5, 10 years ago. I don't know where we're going, but I know we're going to a world of more energy, more American jobs and opportunity, a more prosperous future for us, for our families, and for our country. And God bless you. God bless the United States of America. God bless President Trump's leadership. And God bless the future we can all bring for ourselves, for our children, for our grandchildren, and their children. I love you all, and I'm so thankful for what you do every day. Thank you.
As I pass the rail yard, black leather jacket on a Friday night, fire up the lighter and a lucky strike, radio saying take a walk on the wild side, and it's got me feeling like waiting on the corner, smiling 'cause she feels just like I do. Now she's sitting right next to me. Everything's how it ought to be. Being